Halloween, a night of costumes, candy, and spooky fun. It's a time when children and adults alike dress up in their favorite spooky or whimsical costumes, going door to door for sweet treats. But did you know this modern holiday has roots in ancient rituals? These traditions have been passed down through generations, evolving over time. That's right, Halloween's origins go back thousands of years. It's a fascinating journey through history that reveals how our ancestors celebrated this time of year. It started with the Celts, an ancient people who lived in parts of Europe. They had a deep connection with nature and the changing seasons. The Celts celebrated a festival called Samhain. This was a significant event in their calendar, filled with rituals and customs. This marked the end of their harvest season and the start of winter. It was a time to gather the last crops and prepare for the cold months ahead. The Celts believed that on the night of Samhain, October 31st, the boundary between the living and dead became thin. This mystical night was filled with both fear and reverence. This meant that spirits could easily cross over into the world of the living. People would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off these spirits. Imagine a time when people truly believed the dead could walk among them. They took great care to protect themselves from any malevolent spirits. This belief sparked many of the Halloween traditions we still practice today, from carving pumpkins to dressing up in costumes. These customs have ancient origins that continue to captivate us. The Celts took Samhain very seriously. They believed that on this night, spirits could play tricks on the living or even cause harm. To appease these spirits, they performed rituals. Huge bonfires were lit, not just for warmth, but to ward off evil spirits. Food and animal sacrifices were offered to please these spirits. Costumes, often made from animal skins, were worn. The Celts also tried to predict the future on Samhain. It was a time for divination, where they sought answers about love, fortune, and the coming year. The tradition of trick-or-treating has a fascinating history. It's linked to an ancient practice called souling. During the Middle Ages, poor people would go door to door on All Souls' Day, November 2nd. They would sing songs and say prayers for the dead in exchange for soul cakes. These small cakes, often containing spices and dried fruits, represented a form of offering. People believed that giving soul cakes would help the souls of their loved ones find peace. Section 4, hiding from the spirits. The evolution of costumes. Costumes weren't just for fun on Samhain. They had a deeper, more significant role in the ancient celebrations. They served a more serious purpose to avoid being recognized by spirits that roamed the earth during this time. The Celts believed that by wearing masks and costumes, they could trick the spirits into thinking they were one of them. The spirits would mistake them for one of their own and leave them alone, ensuring their safety. This fear of being recognized by spirits led to elaborate disguises, often intricate and detailed. Over time, these disguises evolved into the costumes we wear today, reflecting a blend of tradition and modern creativity. From scary creatures to beloved characters, Halloween costumes allow us to step into different roles for one night, celebrating both the past and the present. Section 5. From turnips to pumpkins, carving out tradition. Pumpkin carving, a beloved Halloween tradition, also has roots in ancient customs that date back centuries. Originally, people in Ireland and Britain carved turnips instead of pumpkins, creating eerie faces to scare away spirits. These carved turnips, known as jack-o'-lanterns, were placed on doorsteps and windowsills to protect homes from wandering ghosts. The flickering candles inside these turnips were meant to ward off evil spirits and keep the household safe. When Irish immigrants came to America, they found pumpkins more plentiful than turnips, adapting their tradition to the new land. Pumpkins were larger, easier to carve, and more readily available, so they quickly became the preferred choice for jack-o'-lanterns. The tradition stuck, and today pumpkin carving is a cherished part of Halloween celebrations, bringing families and communities together.